I had lots of imposter syndrome back then, but I kept plucking through and doing the things, coaching them the same way I'd coached actors. One of them turned out to be in this leadership group, and he said, I need to hire you to come to observe me in this leadership. So I went with my trusty legal pad that I always have, and I took notes through the whole meeting. They were about to process a confidential issue. The chair of the group dismissed me, and as I was walking out the door, he said, "Hey, you took a lot of notes. Read those notes." And I said, "Oh, well, my notes for my client are confidential." He said, "Bull, you were taking notes about everybody." So this was in Boston. And he said, "Read them, spill them." So I read all my notes. Paul, it was either that night or the next day, he called me and he said, "I want you to be a speaker." Said, "I'm going to hire you for this was fall of 2003. He said, January 2004, you're going to lead off the year speaking to my two groups. I'm going to send you the paperwork. This was part of Vistage International that you talked about in my intro. It's in the UK, and there are so many splinter groups. But basically, it's an organization that's worldwide that gets leaders of companies to sit in a room. You have, 14 to 20 disparate groups, and they meet monthly. And I started on the speaker circuit of that January 2004 because of the goodness of this chair. He saw it in me. And I created You on Your Best Day overnight, my 35 secret weapons to help you be you on your best day overnight. And I say created overnight, I put it pen to paper overnight. This was something I was living my whole life. I simply translated what I had done in my career with kids, my career with theater. So you see how coaching executives is a collision of the educational theater world and the professional theater world. So those same skills that I had been working on in both of those, both for myself and in transferring those skills to others, was what I used for executives. And the rest is history. I did his first two groups. He went on this thing called ChairNet where he gossiped about me. Someone else picked me up. And before long, that's how I got to the UK so often. Hallelujah. It was because of that organization. And then other people met me and brought me in for other things. And here I am, all because of a high school drama rehearsal. So Paul, here's the thing. Why did I get to where I am? Because I don't believe in the 4-letter word just. I never said, it's just a rehearsal. They're just high school kids. It's a rehearsal. They're high school kids. I'm not just doing a podcast this morning. I'm doing a podcast with Paul.